Good morning, Maranatha. My name is Felix Feliciano. If you don't already know, I am a deacon of the church. Been here for several years. And I just wanted to touch on what has been happening with the Kingsmen, just an update. The mission statement for the True Kingsmen is a group aimed to reach young men, focused on young men and on their futures. We aim to teach the following principles: basic skills from etiquette and social skills, strategy, and also spiritual mentorship. Something that we can have consistently with them on a week-to-week or a month-to-month or a day-to-day basis if they so need. Pastor talked about this generation and the victimhood that is going on. You're a victim to your circumstances. You're a victim to your situation. You're a victim because you're a certain color. You're a victim because you speak a certain language. Well, my Kingsmen have to sign a contract with me, and I don't allow that. They have to sign a contract with me stating that just because they're in that kind of situation, or they're that color, or they're that mindset, or they're from that family, doesn't mean that that's your future and that's what you're going to be. You're not a victim with me. And they're going to get angry with me at some point in time because I give it to them straight and I give it to them raw for the most part. So they sign a contract. Our lecture series, with our lecture series, we have people come out and speak, and we give certain topics, certain debates, so they understand. I think these are skills that are just not taught anymore. I know I was never taught these skills when I was going to school. So debate, I think it's very important for young men to understand how to debate, how to control their emotions when they're speaking with somebody. Employment, career paths, trying to pick that. We actually do a personal evaluation test with them, and we actually go through that and see what actually fits to their character. Family life, how to treat your spouse, how to treat your kids, what you're supposed to be doing. As a man, how you're supposed to actually carry yourself in the home. And then basic car maintenance and economics and investing. These are all things that I don't think are taught properly in schools. And this is one of the series, and one of the gentlemen that actually came out. We have speakers come in. This gentleman is a retired CEO of a company from Miami. He does international travel, India, Taiwan, China. He's been to all these places. And his topic was on understanding how to pivot in trying times. And that's the same thing that's happening with the True Kingsmen group. We're pivoting. And I like the statement, a change in strategy without a change in vision. And that's where we're at with the Kingsmen as well. We also have come out basketball coaches. This gentleman here actually wrote a novel, a book on what you're supposed to accomplish in life and how to focus on them, the 7 C's of leadership. He spoke with our Kingsmen as well, just showing them situations and things that they need to be paying attention to. We have doctors. We go to actual doctors and talk to them about how they should be taking care of their bodies. What they're putting in is going to determine what's going to come out. A lot of the things that they're eating and things of that nature, and taking care of yourself. We had Thomas Paulson come out, and especially now with what the disinformation and garbage that's out there right now, understanding what socialism and communism are and how that masks itself into certain things to make you believe that it's something completely different. So that was a beautiful statement. And we also go to business forums. This is right a couple months before COVID hit. We went to a business forum on what was coming to the area, how our area was growing, how so many people were coming to Florida, and what kind of businesses maybe they may want to start or they can start working for. The etiquette class. I myself, standing properly, speaking properly, shaking hands, looking people in the eyes, pulling out the chair for your wife, opening the door for your wife. Chivalry's not dead if we're teaching it. And this is right in the heat of COVID. Everybody was so dispersed and nobody was able to do anything, and nobody was supposed to do nothing and touch nothing. I called a meeting. I had them walk over to my house, and Miss Patricia and her husband cooked for us. And we just sat there and had communion together, fellowship together, and just sat and ate. We've also been able to help young men with career opportunities, employment, providing transportation to and from work, those things if they need it. and actually get wheels. We were able to get one of our young men a car, something to drive through, giving through you guys. Not only you guys, through our donors as well. Application. We sit down. Sometimes we do applications with them, trying to get certain jobs. Sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't, but it's a part of the process. And help with short-term loans. This is something new that we're going to do this year. If they want to move to a new car, if they want to get something, all right, well, let's understand what a loan looks like and how you pay that back and what's your responsibility to that. You do have responsibilities, okay? And this is us after we do our 10-week class. We take them all out, we sit down, we have a nice dinner. Mr. Juan is with us, who does our etiquette class, and he's watching them. Hey, get your elbows off the table, sit up straight, look right. All right, we all buy them suits, which is a part of what I'm wearing today. It's a representation of them finishing their class. When we have business meetings, when we sit down in our suits so they can understand that, hey, at certain times you wear certain things. It's a part of your growth. What's next? Well, continuum mentorship. It's never over. It's never over. And I've grown through this myself. It's late night phone calls and texts. It's conversations about certain situations that I didn't think we were going to have conversations of, and just helping them navigate through the nonsense that's going on. Class 3, we're going to start that in January. Since COVID hit, there hasn't been that many kids coming to our youth group. I usually choose our kids through our youth group, and there hasn't been that many to choose from. So whatever the path is going to be, however many I have to choose, that's what I will be. And also, we're evolving in this whole thing. With all the speakers and all the people that are coming to us, I was limiting it just to kids without fathers, but I also see that it's important to have those that do have fathers that actually can help me in certain situations. So I'm picking kids that are mixed, that maybe have a shortfall in certain things. And I've had fathers actually come up to me and say, hey, can my son be a part of it? So it's a beautiful thing that's changing and evolving with it. How can you help? Well, prayer. Prayer is a big one. Praying for these young men, praying for the information that they're soaking in, and just praying for their future, because it looks very tough coming up here. Connecting. If you know anybody that's successful in business or as a firefighter or police officer that'd like to speak, come and talk to me. I'd love to have them sit down and speak to them. And giving as well. It's a ministry through Maranatha Bible. You can write to the Maranatha Bible and just put the True Kingsmen. And thank you.